We'll do that. And the most clever thing I thought of one. Sure. Sees a bunch of people snowed in at the moment. Are you? Nope. Those who have went to prison. Nope. What do you wish you weren't as insecure about? My voice. However, no, you know, let's just leave it at that. What do you love most about yourself? Well, these are nice combinations. What do you love most about yourself? Deleted. Never mind. Here from Reddit. Hey, Dion. Welcome. I'm glad you found your way over here. Do you also partake in a little bit of the browsing of Ask Reddit yourself? And feel free to join in with the answers here. If you needed to have an orgy with all the major characters from any TV show, what TV show would it be? Okay, what kind of person needs to have an orgy? Needed? What contrived situation would I be in that would demand I need to be in an orgy? Would be a much better question to pose. Regardless, who would I want to be? My content is mostly reading Reddit posts. Lol. Nice! We had a similar idea. I mean, I play a lot of video games, but I really wanted to do answering Reddit stuff, so I totally feel that. Let's see. Who would I want to have an orgy with from an entire TV show? I don't watch a whole lot of TV shows, let alone ones with like a bunch of people I find attractive. Well, you know what? Here, let's just throw it back before. I would say X-Men. So many hot people with cool. Yeah. We'll just leave it there. X-Men. My bae, Mystique. I love that chick. A weird offshoot of Saw for why? Oh yeah, you have to like, I want to play a game. You must have an orgy with all 7 of these TV cast members, or else your dick gets ripped off. Or your tits are ripped off. Either way. Could be an interesting situation, but you know, we'll give an upvote just because it was so out there, we had to respond. Oh, and we forgot to put this. We now know it works. Dion, you are the litmus test. You are the thing that lets us know that people do actually sometimes click on sketchy hyperlinks from Reddit and find themselves in a different place. People have seen or heard of demonic activity. What's your story? Well, I have not seen or heard of demonic activity. Well, I've heard of demonic activity, but not personally, so I'm not going to answer that. What fictional character would be the worst to have to do laundry for? I mean, obviously anyone that has to deal with like oil or something like that. Severus Snape? Okay, you're right. You know, I was thinking like really I was only thinking like reality-based things, but obviously Nope. There we go. No, not at all. He didn't actually get that messy. God, the Great Mighty Pooh. Okay, I don't think he has any clothes, but you win. I'm not even gonna answer because that's right. Pigpen? Oh, yep. No, I didn't want to back out. Open up the last closed tab. Oh no. Oh, we're just going on an adventure here. Well, I guess we're just gonna refresh that screen, but we can come back here and say Pigpen from the Peanuts. Thanks, Luis. That was a good one. Cause yeah, like somehow this kid like just emits dust like crazy, like he's some kind of particle effect machine. Alright, we'll do one more rundown. What makes it impossible? Okay, once I'm done building my PC, I'm going to read more nice guy creepy PMs and I'm the asshole posts. Oh yeah, like Part of the reason why I thought this could be a successful segment for my streams was watching the Northern Lion Am I the Asshole Courts, because I didn't think content like that would be very engaging, but it actually is pretty nice listening to someone go through it and explain their reasoning and their side of the, like, their view of the topic. And then, yeah, I'm doing Ask Reddit, and then I'm going to go over to change my view later. But I also wouldn't mind going to, like, idiots in cars and breaking down why people are idiots in cars, too. Also, if you're going to check Nice Guy, you should also do Nice Girl, because both of them are, like, a nice parasitic combination. It's kind of funny how much they reflect each other and don't even realize it. Reddit horror stories are actually pretty popular on Reddit, or on YouTube. Yeah, I could see that. It's not usually the kind of thing I would go for, so it's not something in my immediate area of expertise, I'd say. But there's some really great creepypasta out there that I really like. Let alone people linked to things like obscure manga and things like that that are just super creepy. And that's nice. You have a deep voice? Well, hey, a lot of people like that. What makes it impossible for a narcissist to see their narcissism? Because narcissism is a flaw? Narcissism, oh god, is a flaw, and being able to see your own would require you to recognize that flaw. Just basically that. How could it be them who has an issue of narcissism if they're self-centered and can do no wrong? Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I said. I mean, they said it first, but that's basically what I said. We'll just reiterate it. I'll give them an update, because, you know, that was a good answer. You've just been appointed Supreme Leader. Oh. I went on Gore site and regret it. Well, never doing that shit again. Yeah, you know, some of us may have been on a certain particular site that has a particular sub-page in it where there's lots of unsavory posts going on. You know, a certain anonymous image board, one might say. And after spending a good few years trolling about on those, you kind of become desensitized to a lot of it. It's nice to escape that kind of area and realize that you have feelings and and empathy once you've you know, gotten out of that for a while. You've just been appointed Supreme Leader of the human race. What's your first rule to make? Set up a system of governance that doesn't require a supreme leader of the human race. That would probably be a lot more sustainable in the long run, I think. It's kind of a non-answer. It seems a little weaselly, but I honestly think trying to centralize all that power would just lead to it collapsing very quickly, or being taken advantage of and then collapsing very quickly. So let's just avoid that situation altogether. 50-50? Our 50-50? Ooh, I don't know what that is. What is that, Louise? What's your body count? And do you have a limit? Nope, not answering that. That's more personal than I want to give out to you guys. What's a story of yours that no one believes is real when you tell them? Well, I'm an interdimensional being using a dimensional gate to, let's say, extra dimensional being using a dimensional gate to traverse the internet and help out humans with their problems. I wouldn't say nobody believes that, because I have obviously got a couple people here that follow me, but That's a pretty funny one. I'll give them an update for that. It's images where the preview is blurred and the titles are something like, oh, okay, so you have to guess if the title actually relates to the thing or not. Twitter was a mistake to the human race. I can't disagree there. I feel like almost all of social media in some way is bad. Like, even this is a lot of self-gratifying karma farming. I really don't want to give answers just to worry about, oh, am I going to get up votes? Oh, am I going to get down votes? Oh, I just kind of want to give an answer just to give answers out. But man, like farming for likes, posting pictures, trying to present your life in a way that it only shows the success in it is really draining, because it makes everybody seem like they're living these picturesque lives that they're not actually living. And then of course, if you post anything bad on there, it looks like sympathy farming. It seems disingenuous because it seems like you're just trying to take advantage of a bad situation to farm for more likes and karma and whatnot. So it makes all of natural interaction seem disingenuous. And I don't really know if there's a way to get around that. Perfectly ripe strawberry, safe for work. Mutilated arm, not safe for work. Ah, nice. Yeah, that could be pretty fun, but I don't think I could stream that. Not comfortably, at least. You can't tell until you click. That's an actual good one. It was the arm. Not good. I can see that. What can you not stand about other people? Pretty easy. Dishonesty. Simple. I don't need to explain it any more than that. I'm pretty sure everyone just understands that. Even if you're an asshole, if you're an honest asshole, at least I know where your lines are drawn. But people that, like, can't be straightforward or truthful about stuff just makes everything they do difficult to address. If they're doing something nice, you don't know if they're doing it out of pure niceness. If they're doing something mean, you don't know if it's to cover something else up. You just don't know which way to go. The more honest a person is, even if you disagree with them, just makes interacting with them better. What's the best way to learn French as a beginner? I don't know. Also, let's give them a do. Which disliked modern-day person will the world romanticize once they're dead? Ooh, that's a little bit of future sight. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. What do you guys think? Let's poll the chat here. Who do you think will end up liked a lot further in the future, or once they're dead? I don't know. It's hard to say that because a lot of people become vilified after death too. And so it's easy to point out like a particularly controversial figure, but then when they die, something could spark them to say, well, they're actually pretty hated. I mean, you can look at all the people that had statues made of them and now they're kind of disgraceful instead of being revered. So who would I say? I'm sure like actors, when they find out. Oh man, that can like lead back to the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff. Any ideas, guys? I can put one in for you because I get the feeling I'm just not going to answer this one. Your mother, pretty on answer. I really don't feel like Donald Trump's going to be romanticized after he's dead. I feel like that's kind of a stretch there. Especially since, you know, a lot of people in history, especially like the founding fathers of America, were traditionally seen as pretty nice guys, but then, you know, give it 200 years and their actions become incredibly questionable to modern sensibilities. Rick Astley? You know what? I'm gonna put that in here. We'll see if anybody agrees or disagrees with that, because I can see that. Anyone who is like one of the first internet memes, the early internet memes, I could see them becoming romanticized. Oh, I think we lost Dion. Well, Dion, I hope you enjoy your time. If you do end up getting your mic and going, come back to the stream and send us the link. We can watch your content. What's a legit way to make extra money quick? Prostitution. Thank you. Done. We just upvote that. Change the link to a Rickroll. Nice. Oh, you are here. Okay, for some reason it said that I only had one viewer. That's weird. I'm just used to it. Somebody popping in and then Luis is the only one that hangs around. Sorry, I didn't mean to cast dispersions upon you. But that is true, though. If you do end up recording your own content, please feel free to come here and give me a like or join my Discord and throw me a link, because I'm fine with, you know, sharing in that growth with you, especially if you have a nice voice. Guys who have been victims of revenge porn, can't answer that. What's the most unique thing you own? I would say my PC, just because where else in the world are you going to get the specific configuration of ones and zeros on your computer? But that also seems like a cop-out. Most unique thing I own. Ooh, a fossil? That's awesome. Big black cock. Perfectly preserved fossils? Okay, fossils seem to be the thing. I don't know. Just like looking around, like none of my runes, none of my scrolls, like nothing in my lair is particularly unique. You know, in my dimension, this PC is probably the closest thing to it. My computer. It seems silly, but there's no way I could replace it currently if it were to suddenly disappear. Oh, let's spell things right. Okay, I don't know how to spell things right. Dispensary? No. Disappear. Don't tell me that's not a word. Disappear's a word. Oh, it's two P's. Ha! I'm bad. I have my great-grandfather's lighter from when he was in the military. Ooh. Yeah, that's a treasure. And his dive compass. Ooh. Does it glow in the dark? Is it one of the glow-in-the-dark ones? Does it have like a little, a timer that you can twist on it? That seems pretty cool. There's like 10 years of memories that I've built into this thing. And we'll post this here. There we go. What would be different if COVID didn't happen? That's one of those things that you see a ripple of looking down. You've only done 2 nice guy videos posted because my old desktop died on me. So do you really resonate with what I just said there about losing your computer? Because man, that would crush me. I would feel awful about that. What would be different if COVID didn't happen? I'm just not even going to answer that. We're too close to it. It's still ongoing, so it's hard to say. It does not. He was in the Seabees in World War II, and he was actually one of the people at Pearl Harbor trying to cut open the hulls of sinking ships to get trapped people out. Well, my hat's off to him, because that is a level of heroism that I could only hope to reach. That's gotta be terrifying. On both ends of that, even the people doing those rescues put themselves in harm's way in ways that you can't even imagine until you get into those situations. Going down on a dive like that, it's possible that when you find someone on a sinking ship, they could, in their panic, accidentally knock your regulator free, you lose your tank or something like that. Terrifying. Absolutely horrifying situation. Which current music artists do you see as being classed as legends in their genres in 20 years' time? That's a rough one. I honestly don't listen to a lot of modern music. So saying a current artist being a legend, I don't know. It kind of feels like things come and go so quickly. 20 years' time? Like, if we look back in 2000, who's a legend from 2000? Like, Britney Spears? Because that music is still listened to constantly. Eminem, I guess, because, you know, he was pretty popular around then, and he's still considered a legend now. Or are we talking about legends, like, after their death? You know, this is kind of too open-ended for me to answer, because I really don't know. Do you guys have a suggestion? I can put one in for you. I don't mind. But I really don't know who would be a legend. I feel like AJR has a shot. I think I know who you're talking about. Hold on. Autofill from YouTube. AJR. Bang, yeah, okay. I know that song because of how relatable their music is to teens and young adults. Yeah, I definitely know this one. We're not going to play it because obviously YouTube's going to have a problem with it, but I'll put that in for you. AJR. Jay-Z? Yeah? I can see him being a legend. He's definitely lived, like, his music has outlived a lot of other people, so I could see that. Ooh, excuse me. That was a bad cough. I'm gonna drink some water. Ah, Soldiers of Reddit. Can't answer that. What cheap or bad food do you think is delicious? I'm sorry? Oh! Perfect. I was just about to say that. I have gotten some Chef Boyardee through the Dimensional Gate. Gotta say, love that stuff. Canned food is much easier to get through the Dimensional Gate than like open food, just because of the size and whatnot. And something happens with heating and cooling as it goes through the gate. I don't really understand that, but canned food seems to do pretty well with it. Fried bologna? Haggis? I'll just update them because that's basically my answer. Avicii, despite his death, is still pretty frequently listened to. Do Twitch streamers get banned for watching movies? Well, yes and no. Like, with anything on Twitch, the DMCA takedown system is a lot different than it is on YouTube because there isn't a content ID system on Twitch. The only way that you'll get a DMCA takedown is if you leave your VODs up and someone gets directed to your music. I know there's some way for bots to like crawl through VODs and live streams and select music and videos, but that gets controlled a lot more by the music or movie companies that are controlling them. However, on YouTube, they have a built-in content ID system and it helps those people see it a lot faster. I could be wrong about that. It's been a while since I've looked into the back end of Twitch things, but there's a reason why I stay on YouTube to avoid those DMCA problems and a lot of other things with the like search system of Twitch. But yes, if you do movies on Twitch, that is technically something you should be banned for. You'll at least get a DMCA strike if it becomes the copyright owner gets aware of it, basically. What should one do if they have a great idea for an app that no one ever thought of before? Like, fucking make it. What do you think? Yeah, just... They would have no experience with patentizing or developing an app. Also, a little money to invest. What's the best way to go about it? Honestly, app development isn't as hard as you might think. It would probably behoove you to just sit down and learn to code in your spare time so that you can bring this to fruition on your own. Additionally, a lot of great ideas don't actually work that well once you have an understanding of the architecture. Holy shit, I spelled that right? Of the architecture of digital formats, which will help improve your ideas before starting on them. Because that like extends to a lot of things that I see in game development, because there's a lot of people that play video games, but they don't have any idea how to program, model, animate, build a physics engine, let alone work with one. Like, there's a lot that goes into making a game, and so you get these people that go, oh, I have this great idea for a game, it's going to do this, this, and that, and you just don't understand how difficult it is that you're asking for, or how taxing it would be on a server or on the end user, or just to create it. So, you know, having a little bit of a foundation can help you with your idea making. And I think that would help somebody like this, because they probably have some outlandish idea that is, I mean, I don't want to put words in their mouth, but I imagine that if this is something they think nobody's ever thought of before, it's probably something someone's thought of before, but the implementation of it is just too out there right now. To learn, but there's a lot of ideas that are incredibly hard to implement. It would probably behoove you to just sit down and learn code in your spare time so that you can bring this to fruition on your own. Or with a small team if you can kickstart it. Let's say crowdsource it. Or something. Additionally, a lot of great ideas don't actually work that well once you have an understanding of the architecture of digital formats, which will help your ideas before starting them. You might think, no one has ever thought of this before. But it might just be that no one was able to actually make it work the way they wanted it to. Which is a thing to, like, help people out with. Jesus bucks, pay to pray. How would your life be different? Oh, I already answered that. Wait, is that up here? Did that happen twice? What would be different if COVID worried attitude? That is two different people asking the same questions. What's an appropriate amount of toilet paper to use to wipe? 9 rolls? man's fighting demons. Context matters. More solid equal less paper. More liquid equal no paper. Take shower. There we go. Serious answers only. Let's format this better. Hopefully people like that. What's your favorite song at the moment? Oh, shoot, what is my favorite song at the moment? That's a tough one. Runaway by Bon Jovi. Side lyrics, Sugar Cube. I don't know. I like a lot of different songs from different genres, so it's kind of hard to always pin it down when people ask you, like, what's your favorite band or what's your favorite artist? Because it'd be easy for me to say something like, I like Gorillaz and Tool, but I also, like, I'm playing some lo-fi chill beats right now. I like this kind of stuff. It's just nice to relax to. But God, I couldn't tell you, like, almost any of the artists. I think it depends on what brand of toilet paper. Ooh, you know what? I didn't even take that into consideration. The favorite song at the moment. I mean, I just liked, you know what, it's probably not my favorite song at the moment, but it's been stuck in my head, and YouTube keeps on trying to re-recommend it to me because I played it once, and it's like one of the very few things that I've got liked on here. Liked videos. There we go. Oh, there it is, right here. Please don't play. I don't want to get DMCA striked. Stop. Share. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna separate this out into its own window. And this way I don't have to get rid of the copy. I can just come over here and... Oh, you know what? Even better. We just put this down first. And then we copy this link. Aha, see the process, the process. We put the hyperlink in parentheses. There we go. And we can save that. And we can get our little signature thing back there. Done. And I would post this in here, but if you wanna look at this yourself, Shugo Takamuro Katachi. It's a nice little song. It's in Japanese, but it's basically about how as you change, you just don't want to change shape. It just kind of, it's a nice little song, and the music video is nice too. Suicide Boys. Favorite song is No Fear by Dejloaf. I haven't heard that, but we can, you know, let's put that back here, and I can listen to that after stream. No Fear, Dejloaf. Hey, with lyrics. Oh, there's the actual. Okay, we can watch later. Thank you! We'll add that onto the list there. And Suicide Boys? Oh. One word. Oh, that's the whole channel. It's not a song. Okay. They like putting dollar signs in this one. Don't Throw Out My Legos by AJR is a similar feel to that. I'll probably listen to that too, but you know what? We'll also put that on Don't Throw Out My Legos. And we'll give that a watch later as well. You know, we could probably... We might be able to watch that on stream. I don't have monetization yet because I don't have a big enough channel, so I don't think I have to worry about getting struck for it, but we can save that for later. But we did answer that, and we'll give them an updo. It's about how even when you're growing up, I want to move out, I don't want to move on. Yeah. I feel like that also comes back to like the 21 Pilots, what is it? The good dope day from the mama. Now we're stressed out. There. I think that one. 21 Pilots, Stressed Out. Or Stressed, whatever it was. You know what I'm talking about. I know you do. What common fun fact is believed by most people to be true, but actually isn't? I was about to try to call people saying piss is stored in the balls. In most U.S. states, I've repeatedly heard a myth that your employer can only tell previous employers if you are rehirable. This is the policy of a lot of employers, but it is not a law. In fact, defamation laws give previous employers more latitude when other potential employers or their agents seek out advice on the employee. Right? Like any employer can talk shit about you to your prospective future employer. Best believe if you are kicked off my crew for a good reason, it's getting spread to the rest of the landscape companies in my area. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why people thought you couldn't do that, but I didn't know that was a myth. Oh, that's the only thing in here. Well, let's see. A common fun fact that's not actually true. I gotta think of a false thing that I like correct people on a lot, but I can't think of something off the top of my head. That's an interesting... Well, first of all, I'm gonna give this an upvote because that's a good question to ask. That most people think is true, but actually isn't. That's actually makes it a lot more difficult because in the age of the internet, we've gotten to the point where a lot of things that are like tropey in the way that they're wrong get pointed out a lot. We're very good at deconstructing facts now that humans have the internet to figure these things out with. We only use 10% of our brains. Oh, yeah, you know what? That's perfect, Luis. You only use about 10% of your brain. No. You definitely use all of your brain. But how much neuron firing doesn't equate to how thoughtful or critical your thinking is. Not but and. How much neuron? Oh, really? N-E-U. Neuron. Neuron. There we go. That works pretty well. What am Oh, by the way, if you don't know this, Control-Shift-T opens the most recently closed tab on your web browser for like pretty much any web browser. Wait, did I not post? Yeah, there we go. Edit, put the signature in. There we go. Done! What motivates you in your work? Money or the job itself? The job. I currently stream and hope it's something I can do full time because I love it. We only use 10% of our brains is like, oh, it's so painful because it makes it seem like, you know, most people are just like running on autopilot. And I think that's a very pessimistic outlook. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Anyway, what are some not very obvious things people do daily that affects our mental health? Check Facebook. Oh, teeth brushing, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have immediately gone to that, but it's true. Like, gut health. Taking care of your gut health massively impacts your general well-being. Well-being is a hyphenated thing? Okay. Let's also back that up. Gut health correlates to happiness. I'm sure I'll get something right off the top. Patient.info? Don't know about that. You know what? On second thought, I'm not gonna like link to an article that just immediately pops out to me. That's a good way to spread misinformation, but I can at least give a little sound bite and somebody can dig into it on their own then. If you tell your kid's business to everyone, you are automatically a bad parent. Ooh, that's good advice. What is something you've done in the past that you need to ask forgiveness for? I mean, just on stream, I know I've missed a stream at least once and I felt bad about that. But I don't think there's anything I need to ask forgiveness for. I'm pretty good about doing that on a case-by-case basis. Not to say that there's definitely not, but I can't think of anything that I would be okay with sharing on the internet for that. What is the best overall? Toyota, Nissan, or Honda? I don't have an opinion on that, so I can't really answer. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I'm gonna say about 30%. How much wood? Oh, it's deleted. Fuck you. How dare you post something and delete it within minutes? If men could become pregnant, who do you think would complain more and why? Well, that sounds stupid. Honda? Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna answer on your behalf and just say Honda. There you go. We got it in there. Oh. Welcome to the Discord, by the way, Dion. Thanks for joining. Old white Republicans. I don't know what that's in response to, but is that woodchuck? Is that how much they woodchuck? Okay, I'm not gonna do another restart. Let's dive through my responses here. What did we get? So, if you can combine two superhero abilities, what would they be? Yeah, exactly like that, like X example, Daredevil and Batman, so Batman can actually be a fucking Batman. Nice. If you were a Redditor influencer, how would you influence? Oh god, this is going to become a thing people do. Fucking hell, kill me now. I'm just gonna downvote you. Okay. Well, I hope you take care of yourself. That seems like an extreme response. That seems unhealthy. Oh no! Good all. What's the appropriate amount of toilet paper? I power wash my shit with a detachable shower head. Oh god. I'll also upvote you for responding in kind.